Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our self-made druid. Whether you are new here or a familiar face, please enjoy the relaxing commentary of today's episode. And as always, I hope you are all doing well, and I thank you for joining me today. It means a lot. In the previous episode, we reached level 10, took care of some general questing, and tried out a few different locations for grinding materials. And the latter will continue to be our focus for today's episode. So let's get started. I'm going to check out Fell Rock first and evaluate our chances at completing the quest involved. As long as the enemies are around level 5 or 6, I think we'll be okay, and if not, we'll come back later. We also need to make a trip to Narcissus to drop off our skins, turn in a few quests, and pick up some new ones. I think we'll take care of the first half of our class quest while we're at it as well. And otherwise I'd like to tunnel vision on cloth collection. We can try the harpies in northern Teldrassil to see what drop rates look like over there. And if that doesn't work out, we can always go back to the Gnarlpine tribe. Let's shift our focus to getting level 45 tailoring and getting that out of the way. And we're arriving at Fell Rock now. Let's go ahead and see what this cave looks like. Don't see any imps right now. There we go, we got our first one there. And level 5 is exactly what we want to see. Hopefully there are some other players around the area to aid in this quest, and hopefully these sprites have some distance in between them. Always so painful to pick up a bag that we can't use. At least it sells for a decent amount of silver though, so I can't complain too much. We did get some cloth there, which is good. To my understanding, the drop rate is quite a bit lower than what the Gnarlpine has to offer. But maybe I'll be proven incorrect. Wowhead's percentages on drop rates can sometimes be a bit off, depending on the version of the game. Yeah, I think if we continue to see these level 5s and 6s, we should be just fine to complete this quest. Shame that we cannot use our entangling roots in here, otherwise we would have used it on this rascal sprite. Okay, we are encountering some level 7s now at this point in the path. I still think it's okay. I think we'll be all right. Never fun seeing a dead body within a cave. I'm sure the poor warrior succumbed to some hyper spawning. We're moving at a good pace, and I'm going to try to avoid using our Hearthstone here. I do want to use that for when we need to return to Teldrassil for Moonglade. I'm not sure if it forces you to take the flight though. That might be like a part of the quest requirements, so we'll see. So he's not up here. We have a chest here. See if we can get some more potions. Fantastic. 2 more potions, and we do... Let's see. We do have another player here, so that's good. I am happy about that. So let's go ahead and take out this vicious Grell, and we'll take a look down below. It seems to be where he's located. Interesting. I don't see him. Bodies could indicate that they were fighting him up here, so maybe this is actually his spawn location. I want no part of this lower section down here. But I believe we could be on his spawn location here. I don't see anything below us. So we'll have to stick around for a little bit longer. Maybe we'll backtrack a little bit, take on a few that may have respawned since we entered the cave. Poke our head in this room real quick just to see if he is in fact going to be up above. Ah, there he is. He is not where they said he was. Well, that's far more difficult to get to. But we're gonna take our chances here. Hopefully we don't pull him with this Grell. I don't think we should, and hopefully we can beat the other player to it. Okay, we did pull the other Grell, so this is gonna be a rough one. Let's start running back. We've got our potion popped. We've put a little bit of distance between us. Melanus is running away. Okay, let's turn around and deal with this Grell. The warrior's helping out, which is very nice. Let's give him a couple of buffs. Fantastic. Alright, and let's drink before we exit the cave. A little bit of excitement to start the episode today. Things should be a little bit more chill from this point forward, though. Alright, we made it out in one piece. We picked up some linen cloth along the way, so that's great. Let's go ahead and turn those into bolts. Back in Dolinar now, we're just going to go ahead and turn in this quest. And then I think we'll start pushing towards Narcissus. Maybe we'll take a look at the Harpies real quick before we actually enter the city.
Peace be with you.
Just to see what we're dealing with.
Go in peace.
Ishnu Allah.
Alright, let's head out. We'll follow the path westward. We'll take a look at the Harpies real quick. We'll try to kill a few and just see how it goes. How much damage we take in particular is what I'm looking for. Want to know if we will be able to handle it This is where we come up to our fork in the road. Let's go ahead and explore the Oracle Glade. The harpies shouldn't be too far off the path, if memory serves. And let's eat our last bit of food. At least for that stack, so we can get those stats back. Okay, I'm starting to see some harpies here, level 9. Definitely the scariest we've seen so far. And I'm sure that these guys are also fast. Which means getting away is going to be a bit tricky if we have to. They do attack quite quickly as well, which works to both our advantage and disadvantage. We are taking quite a bit of damage, but we're also dealing quite a bit of damage with thorns, it seems. The numbers seem pretty similar to whenever we fight a cat, for example. Now, what we absolutely do not want to do is pull any of these sorceresses. Their entire kit is very scary. They slow you, they deal tons of damage with Fireball. That right there could be the scariest enemy in all of Teldrassil. Alright, we'll pull one more, but I think it's pretty clear to me that the Gnarlpine are going to be the way to continue to go here. These guys are just too strong, too scary, too fast. And with those 3 or 4 kills, we have not gotten a single piece of cloth yet. So I'm going to go ahead and say the drop rate's probably fairly similar. And the Gnarlpine tribe is obviously far, far safer to deal with. Yeah, I have no interest in the northern part of Teldrassil, if I'm being honest, until much, much later. We've got plenty of rested experience, which is going to be good, just for our grind in general. We won't be forced to do any quests that we don't have to. Alright, now that we're in town, let's go ahead and pick up any quests that we can. It looks like we ran right past one over here. Let's see what this one's about.
I am listening. May the stars guide you. Farewell.
That's over in Ruthven Village. That must be to head over to Aberdeen, probably. Alright, I guess we'll head over to the Cenarian Enclave first to turn in those quests. We'll pick up our class quest. And then we'll head over to the temple.
Ishnu del Diab, Bashar Felar, Del Natris.
Ishnu dal Diab.
So that other quest we picked up is probably going to be done a little bit later as well. The enemies are going to be around level 10 or so.
Ishnu Allah, till next we meet, illuminate your path.
Alright, there we go. We've got to teleport to Moonglade. And let us move forward with that quest. We'll go ahead and take care of that now.
I am listening. Del Natris. Good luck, friend.
Alright, once again, we're going to seek out the Great Bear, obtain his wisdom, and return. It's a shame there's not much to do in Moonglade. It's such a beautiful zone, and a lore-rich zone as well. Like, is there really any reason to head over to the Stormrage Barrow Dens? Is there any cool Easter eggs there, perhaps? Anything of note? Yeah, such a cool place. I also really enjoy that it is far more focused on the green hue / theming, which is a nice contrast with the purple that we normally see in Teldrassil and in Ashenvale, other Night Elven areas. Alright, we picked that up. Go ahead and bring this back, and then it's going to ask us to fly back to Narcissus. Hopefully we don't actually have to fly back. Hopefully that is a optional thing that we can do. Wonder how important it is to get this flight path down here. for the Hippogriff Master. I mean, I guess we can just teleport back here, so it doesn't really matter. Wrong building.
What brings you here, Delnadris? Go in peace.
Alright, let's open up that follow-up. Return to Narcissus. Yep, so no flight required. That is perfect. Let's go ahead and use our Hearthstone to get back to Dolinar. Save us a ton of time. And then we'll have that quest ready to turn in once we return to Darnassus. We didn't end up going to the temple, but that's okay. I imagine the other quests here are going to be probably specific to Darkshore, if I had to guess. So, with that being said, we need more cloth. And we need it right now. We forgot to drop off our skins too. That's unfortunate, but I suppose it's only taking up 2 slots, so I think we'll be okay for now. Let's get over to those Gnarlpine Furl Bogs again and start building up this cloth. And we are back in the hollow. Let's get started. Would any of you be able to know whether or not it is normal to get this many scrolls of protection? Let me know what your experience has been in the comments, because I've never ever experienced a zone, a starting zone in particular, like this that drops so many. I feel like we've gotten 6 or 7 maybe even. It's been quite a lot. And I'm just surprised, or maybe it's just these enemies in particular. So we've gotten quite a few from the Gnarlpine tribe, I would say. Another minor healing potion picked up there. It's always nice. Having 4 of those is going to be a nice security blanket. Looks like we're getting a little bit of hyper spawning here, which is actually a good thing in this case. Because I do distinctly remember running out of things to kill without going into the den. God, we just keep getting these minor healing potions. I think that's actually going to be too much. We're never going to need more than 5. In fact, it's a good chance we may never even use up to 5, so we'll definitely have to get rid of this extra one. So far we haven't gotten too lucky, only get 3 pieces of cloth. Which is unfortunate, but this does seem to be the best spot to grind them up. Let's open up our tailoring real quick and we'll kind of see what we're working with here. Making the actual bolts themselves is still giving us skill points, so I'd like to continue to do that for as long as possible. I don't know at what point we're going to start seeing it take 2 bolts of cloth to actually get 1 skill point. I'm hoping the case is we can stick with using just 1 to make stuff for as long as possible. And with that, we have reached level 11, another point put into ferocity. Not going to see any use from our talents until we pick up bear form, which I am hoping is going to be around level 14. I think that's going to be an appropriate level to take on Lunaclaw, and by that point, I fully plan on having as complete a set of gear as possible before going into that fight. Alright, looks like we cleared everything out. Let's go ahead and make some more bolts while we wait. Looks like this is going to bring us to level 20. Let's see if it becomes yellow at that point. It does not. Very interesting. Got 25 more points to go. Still have quite a bit of cloth to collect before we can reach that point. Then we'll see how much cloth it takes to actually make the bags themselves. Hopefully not too much. So I'm thinking we try to see if we can make bolts into level 30. That might be a good number. And then regardless of whether or not it's still going to give us skill ups, I think we'll move on to actually creating some stuff. Hope you guys have been enjoying Teldrassil so far. It's been quite a while since I've spent this much time in Night Elven lands. And I'm also starting to think that there might actually be one or two quests within Darkshore that might actually be easier than what we're dealing with up north here in Teldrassil. You know, like a quest like the crabs, you know, for the first buzz box, for example, on the coast, are probably something that we could easily handle and would probably end up being safer than the harpies. But I'm not sure. I feel like at least with the harpies we could have a chance of running away. Typically in starter zones you are always just slightly faster than the enemies that inhabit the area. But that is definitely not the case once you get to the 10 to 20 zones. Everything runs at either the same speed or pretty much significantly faster than you do. Which means you're going to have to use something to get away. In our case, that's only entangling roots and nothing else until we pick up cat form. That's also one of the reasons why I want to continue down the feral tree instead of the balance tree, as much as I love Omen of Clarity and what's it called, natural weapons. Having that extra movement speed increase isn't just convenient from feline swiftness, but also important for survival. If you need to run away from something, you can actually, in many cases, just simply run away and not have to rely on things such as entangling roots to save you. Let's see if we can get one last piece of cloth before we call it for today. There we go. Very nice. Got quite a bit of hyperspawns going now. Let's see if we can safely navigate our way out of the area. Two more pieces of cloth on top of that. Beautiful. Let's find a nice safe location on top of this hill here. We'll work through a couple of more skill ups. 6 more is a good number. And that's it. That's going to do it for me for today, guys. We have now reached level 26, presumably, for tailoring. Oh, there we go. See, it just turned yellow. So we're definitely going to want to work on our tailoring in the next episode. We'll see how far we can get with the cloth that we currently have. We have a couple of stacks of bolts, which is good, and we'll see how far we can take that. Hopefully making items that only require 1 bolt at a time, all the way up to 45. We'll see if that's possible. In any case, guys, as always, I appreciate you all so much for watching and for being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.